BTS ARMY Buzz. Is Jungkook's solo debut hinting at a hidden duet with Jimin? The moment Jungkook officially stepped into the spotlight with his solo debut, the global fandom known as ARMY erupted with excitement, curiosity, and, inevitably, theories. As the youngest member of BTS and one of the most recognizable voices in contemporary pop, Jungkook's solo journey has been long anticipated. Yet, amid the polished visuals, emotive vocals, and carefully curated promotions, fans have begun to ask a tantalizing question. Is Jungkook subtly hinting at a hidden duet with none other than Jimin? The speculation did not arise in a vacuum. For years, Jungkook and Jimin have shared a musical chemistry that feels almost instinctive. Their voices, when intertwined, create a contrast that is both delicate and powerful. Jungkook's clear, steady tone blends seamlessly with Jimin's airy, emotive timbre, producing moments that many fans consider some of BTS's most memorable. From live stages to behind-the-scenes content, the duo's connection has been evident not only in sound, but also in their mutual trust and artistic understanding. With BTS members currently focusing on individual projects, every detail in a solo release feels magnified. Jungkook's debut was no exception. Fans quickly noticed subtle choices that seemed unusual if viewed as purely coincidental. Certain harmonies layered in the background felt strikingly familiar, reminiscent of Jimin's vocal color. Some listeners claimed they could almost hear Jimin's presence, even when no official credit suggested a collaboration. While such impressions can be subjective, the sheer volume of similar reactions across fan communities added fuel to the discussion. Adding to the intrigue is the long history of Jungkook and Jimin expressing admiration for each other's artistry. In interviews and casual live streams, Jungkook has often spoken about how Jimin inspires him emotionally, while Jimin has praised Jungkook's technical growth and discipline. These mutual acknowledgements have led fans to believe that a collaborative project between the two is not a matter of if, but when. The question now is whether that collaboration is already happening quietly behind the scenes. In the world of K-pop, hidden features and uncredited vocals are not unheard of. Producers sometimes layer voices subtly, either as a creative choice or as an Easter egg for attentive listeners. Given BTS's history of rewarding fans who pay close attention, ARMY is well trained to search for meaning in the smallest details. From symbolic imagery to lyrical callbacks, BTS has consistently blurred the line between coincidence and intentional storytelling. Jungkook's solo debut, therefore, is being examined with the same analytical passion. One of the most discussed elements is the emotional tone of Jungkook's music. While the songs stand firmly as his own artistic statements, some fans sense a duality in the themes, as if they are part of a larger conversation rather than a solitary monologue. This has led to theories that Jungkook's release could be a narrative counterpart to Jimin's solo work, potentially setting the stage for a future duet that would bring these parallel emotions together. Social media has played a significant role in amplifying these ideas. Clips comparing vocal runs, slowed-down audio analyses, and side-by-side waveform breakdowns have circulated widely. While none of these can be considered definitive proof, they demonstrate the level of engagement and emotional investment fans have in both artists. The excitement is not rooted solely in rumor, but in a deep appreciation for how Jungkook and Jimin complement each other musically. Industry observers have also weighed in, albeit cautiously. Some music critics have noted that Jungkook's solo sound leaves room for collaboration, particularly in its emphasis on harmony and layered vocals. While they stop short of confirming any hidden duet, they acknowledge that such a move would align with BTS's broader artistic philosophy, which often emphasizes connection and unity, even within individual expression. It is also worth considering the timing. With each BTS member exploring solo paths, a surprise collaboration between Jungkook and Jimin would carry significant symbolic weight. It would reinforce the idea that while their careers are expanding individually, the bond that defines BTS remains intact. A hidden or delayed duet could be a powerful statement about trust, patience, and long-term storytelling in music. Of course, skepticism exists alongside enthusiasm. Some fans argue that the theories may be a case of overinterpretation, a natural byproduct of anticipation and affection. Jungkook's artistry, they emphasize, deserves to be appreciated on its own terms, without the constant expectation of connections or surprises. This perspective serves as a reminder that speculation, while fun, should not overshadow the genuine achievement of a successful solo debut. Still, even skeptics often admit that the idea of a Jungkook-Jimin duet is deeply appealing. Their shared history, emotional synergy, and complementary vocal styles make the possibility hard to dismiss entirely. Whether the hints are intentional or imagined, they speak to the enduring impact of their partnership on fans around the world. As of now, neither Jungkook nor Jimin has addressed the rumors directly. Their silence, intentional or not, only adds to the mystique. In the past, BTS members have enjoyed watching fans connect dots and build theories, sometimes confirming them later, sometimes letting them remain part of fandom lore. This playful ambiguity has become part of the group's unique relationship with ARMY. Ultimately, whether Jungkook's solo debut truly hides a duet with Jimin may matter less than what the speculation represents. It reflects the deep emotional connections fans feel toward the artists and the trust they place in BTS's creative vision. It highlights how Jungkook's solo journey is not seen as a departure, but as an expansion of a shared universe that includes Jimin and the rest of the group. For now, ARMY continues to listen closely, replaying tracks, sharing interpretations, and waiting patiently. If a hidden duet does exist, it will eventually reveal itself, perhaps in a future release or a surprise stage. And if it does not, the conversation itself has already achieved something meaningful. It has reaffirmed the powerful bond between Jungkook and Jimin, a bond that resonates far beyond any single song. In the end, Jungkook's solo debut stands as a milestone in his career, rich with emotion, confidence, and growth. Whether it is also a quiet love letter to a future collaboration with Jimin remains an open question. But one thing is certain: as long as BTS ARMY is listening, every note will continue to spark imagination, hope, and endless anticipation. The discussion surrounding Jungkook's solo debut continues to grow as fans revisit not only the music itself, but also the broader context of BTS's artistic history. Longtime ARMY members know that BTS rarely releases music in isolation from a larger narrative. Albums, solo projects, and even promotional visuals often feel like chapters in an ongoing story. Because of this, Jungkook's debut is being interpreted not just as a personal milestone, but as a possible bridge toward something more collective, something that could involve Jimin in a meaningful way. One aspect that keeps resurfacing in fan conversations is the emotional vulnerability present in Jungkook's lyrics and performances. His solo work carries a sense of introspection, exploring themes of identity, longing, freedom, and emotional honesty. Interestingly, these themes closely mirror those explored by Jimin in his own solo endeavors. Fans have pointed out that while Jungkook's expression leans toward clarity and resolve, Jimin's often embraces fragility and ambiguity. When viewed together, the two perspectives feel complementary, almost like two sides of the same emotional coin. This perceived emotional dialogue has led many to believe that a duet, whether hidden or forthcoming, would not simply be a collaboration for popularity's sake. Instead, it would represent a deeper artistic conversation between two artists who have grown together since their teenage years. Jungkook and Jimin trained side by side, debuted together, and matured under the same spotlight. Their shared experiences have shaped their artistry in ways that are difficult to replicate with any other pairing. Another layer of speculation comes from behind-the-scenes credits and production choices. Attentive fans have analyzed the producers and songwriters involved in Jungkook's solo debut, noting overlaps with creatives who have previously worked closely with Jimin. While this alone does not confirm anything, it strengthens the belief that their artistic paths are still closely aligned. In the K-pop industry, such overlaps often lead to collaborative ideas, even if they are not immediately revealed to the public. Live performances have also fueled the conversation. Jungkook's stage presence during his solo promotions has been praised for its confidence and emotional control. Yet, some fans noticed moments where the choreography or staging seemed to leave space, almost as if designed for an additional presence. These interpretations may be subjective, but they reflect how deeply fans are engaging with every detail, searching for meaning beyond the surface. The emotional response from ARMY has been overwhelming. Many fans have shared personal stories about how Jungkook and Jimin's voices together helped them through difficult times. For these listeners, the idea of a hidden duet is not just exciting, but comforting. It symbolizes continuity, reassurance, and the enduring bond of BTS, even as the members explore individual identities. Cultural analysts have also noted how this speculation highlights a unique aspect of BTS's global impact. Unlike many artists, BTS has cultivated a fandom that actively participates in interpreting and expanding the meaning of their work. Jungkook's solo debut has become a shared experience, where fans feel invited to think, feel, and imagine alongside the artist. The possibility of a hidden duet with Jimin enhances this sense of collective engagement. At the same time, Jungkook's growth as a solo artist cannot be overlooked. His debut demonstrates a clear vision, strong musical direction, and a willingness to step outside the familiar comfort of group dynamics. This independence makes the idea of a collaboration even more powerful, as it would represent a choice rather than a necessity. If Jungkook and Jimin do come together musically again, it would be as two fully realized artists, bringing their individual colors into a shared space. There's also the question of timing and strategy. BTS and their management have long been known for their careful planning. A hidden duet, revealed later through a remix, live performance, or special project, would create a moment of surprise and emotional payoff. Fans are keenly aware of this possibility, which keeps anticipation alive without diminishing the current success of Jungkook's solo work. Despite all the theories, one truth remains clear. Jungkook's solo debut has succeeded in sparking conversation, emotion, and deep engagement. Whether or not a hidden duet with Jimin exists, the speculation itself reflects the strength of their connection and the trust fans place in their artistry. It also shows how BTS's influence extends beyond charts and awards, shaping how people experience music on a personal and communal level. As time passes, answers may slowly emerge, or they may remain beautifully ambiguous. Jungkook and Jimin have never rushed their art, choosing instead to let it unfold naturally. Until then, ARMY continues to listen closely, finding comfort in familiar harmonies and hope in every new note. In this space between certainty and imagination, Jungkook's solo debut stands tall, not just as an individual achievement, but as a reminder of the invisible threads that still connect BTS. Whether those threads will soon weave into a Jungkook-Jimin duet remains to be seen. But for now, the music speaks, the fans listen, and the story continues to grow, rich with emotion, possibility, and unwavering anticipation. As the weeks go by, the conversation surrounding Jungkook's solo debut refuses to fade. Instead, it continues to evolve, taking on new layers as fans reflect not only on what has been released, but on what may still be waiting beneath the surface. In many ways, this ongoing discussion mirrors BTS's own artistic journey, one that has always thrived on time, patience, and emotional resonance rather than instant explanations. What stands out most is how naturally the name Jimin keeps returning to the conversation, even without any official confirmation or direct reference. This is not simply because fans want a collaboration, but because Jungkook and Jimin's artistic identities have been intertwined for so long that separating them completely feels almost unnatural. Their shared history is not something that can be erased by solo labels. It lives in their musical instincts, their emotional language, and the way they approach performance as a form of storytelling. Some fans have begun revisiting older BTS content to better understand why this speculation feels so powerful. Past performances, unit stages, and behind-the-scenes footage reveal how often Jungkook and Jimin gravitated toward each other creatively. Whether harmonizing instinctively or exchanging quiet encouragement before stepping on stage, their connection was never forced. It was organic, built through years of shared pressure, growth, and trust. This history adds weight to the idea that any future collaboration, hidden or not, would be deeply intentional. There's also a symbolic element to consider. Jungkook's solo debut represents youth stepping into maturity, confidence emerging from vulnerability. Jimin's solo work, on the other hand, often embraces emotional exposure, exploring inner conflict and tenderness. Together, these themes form a complete emotional spectrum. Fans have suggested that a duet between them would not just be musically pleasing, but narratively satisfying, like two voices completing a story that began years ago. The industry itself seems aware of this anticipation. Media outlets continue to reference Jungkook's close bond with Jimin whenever discussing his solo activities. Even subtle mentions are enough to reignite discussions among ARMY, who are quick to analyze tone, wording, and context. This constant attention shows how powerful their pairing has become in the collective imagination of fans and observers alike. Interestingly, Jungkook's demeanor during interviews and public appearances has also been closely observed. He speaks with pride about his solo work, yet often emphasizes the influence of the members who shaped him. When he mentions BTS, there is a noticeable warmth in his expression, a reminder that his individuality does not exist in opposition to the group, but as an extension of it. For fans, this reinforces the belief that any collaboration with Jimin would feel natural rather than nostalgic. Jimin's silence on the matter has been just as compelling. Known for his thoughtful and emotionally driven approach to music, Jimin rarely reveals his plans in advance. Fans interpret this quietness not as distance, but as restraint. If something is being prepared, they believe it will be revealed at the right moment, with the emotional impact that both artists value so highly. The global response to Jungkook's debut also plays a role in shaping expectations. As his solo music reaches listeners beyond the existing BTS fandom, new audiences are being introduced to his artistry. A future collaboration with Jimin could serve as a bridge, inviting these new listeners to explore the emotional depth and interconnectedness that defines BTS as a whole. From a storytelling perspective, such a move would feel both strategic and sincere. Yet, even without concrete answers, there is a sense of contentment among many fans. Jungkook's solo success is being celebrated as it is, without being overshadowed by speculation. The theories about a hidden duet are treated less as demands and more as hopeful possibilities. This balance reflects the maturity of a fandom that has grown alongside the artists it supports. Ultimately, the enduring question of whether Jungkook's solo debut hints at a hidden duet with Jimin may never need a definitive answer. Sometimes, the power of music lies not in what is confirmed, but in what it allows people to feel and imagine. The shared emotions, memories, and connections sparked by this speculation are already real regardless of whether a duet exists. As BTS continues to move forward, both together and individually, moments like this remind the world why their story resonates so deeply. Jungkook's solo debut is more than a personal achievement. It is a chapter filled with echoes of friendship, shared growth, and artistic unity. And within those echoes, fans will continue to listen closely, believing that if Jungkook and Jimin choose to sing together again, it will happen not because of rumors, but because the moment feels right.
Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling